This story is fucking mind-blowing. Not for the content of the story, but for the editorial perspective that it takes. The accused. Look at them. Look at their faces. Vulnerable women. I'll wait till that's off the screen. I want you to see this and take this in with me. Dun, dun, dun. The accused. Vulnerable women are routinely prosecuted and imprisoned for false rape claims in the UK. So, for lying about being raped, these vulnerable women who tried to destroy men's lives with lies are going to suffer legal repercussions for what they did. Good. In what universe is that not good? In the Buzzfeed universe, that's where. In the universe of Katie J.M. Baker and Jane fucking Bradley, who is an investigations correspondent, why don't you do me a favor and investigate why you're such a retard? The case against Rhiannon Brooker's ex-partner had fallen apart. Rhiannon had accused him of assaulting her numerous times over a 2-year period, but detectives had found discrepancies in her story after they arrested him, so prosecutors dropped the charges. I'll read that later. Instead, one afternoon in January 2012, police in Bristol, a city in southwest England, called the 28-year-old back to the station for another interview. Rhiannon thought that the purpose of the meeting was to bolster the case against her ex. Police were trying to make a case against her. Dun, dun, dun. What Rhiannon did not know as she answered the detective's questions was that she was now suspected of perverting the course of justice by fabricating her allegations. The crime carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. No one's talking about putting these bitches in prison for life. So quit with the hyperbole. No one's getting sentenced to life in prison for that. But, you know, a few years, you know, I mean, given the penalties for other crimes, I think that's fair. British authorities are supposed to exercise extreme caution when deciding whether to prosecute someone for lying about rape, especially if the person is vulnerable or if it's unclear whether the accusation was made maliciously. Rhiannon ticked many of those boxes. She told police she had an abusive childhood. I'm sorry. I understand that, you know, the things that happen in your past can affect who you are in the present, but I don't think that because your parents abused you, that means that you shouldn't be prosecuted for trying to destroy someone else's life. Whether you intended that to be malicious or not, it happened. So unless you have something wrong with you that amounts to mental illness that makes you incapable of understanding the ramifications of what you do, unless you have something tantamount to that, it's no excuse. I had a shitty childhood and I'm all fucked up inside, and that's why I tried to put an innocent man in jail. Oh, well, I hope you get some good counseling in prison right this way. Now, you know what? I'm usually pretty lenient on the whole prison thing. I'm not one of these, throw the book at them, lock them up and throw away the key. But you know what? Yeah, I think 6 months or a year to learn your lesson. Or maybe just hit them with a fucking life fucking up fine that takes like 5 or 6 years to recover from. I don't know. I don't know what the punitive measure should be, but there should be one. I'm certain of that much. I'm pretty sure that this bitch Rhiannon is not the victim here. I'm pretty sure that she is the victimizer. When you knowingly and willingly tell a lie with the intent of getting someone that you have a vendetta against thrown in jail for something they didn't do, when you set out with that intention, then fuck you. You deserve some kind of fucking punishment. And you're not the fucking victim in that equation. I don't care how sad your childhood was. You know what? In the context of your shitty childhood, yeah, you were the victim there. Your fucking parents were mean to you. They smacked you around. They did whatever they did. Okay, you were the victim there. But when you, as an adult, years later, decided to lie about being raped to fuck with somebody, to fuck with someone else's life, you are no longer the victim at that point. You are the fucking perpetrator. You're the victimizer. Seems pretty fucking patently goddamn obvious to me. I don't understand. That's pretty much my rant on that.
YouTube makes it hard for creators to make money on this platform, so I appreciate your support through PayPal or through Patreon. Links to both can be found below in the description section for this video. And once again, thank you.